Hey, Donald Trump. It's just me, Paula Poundstone. I'm in a hotel room because I was doing my stand-up comedy show here in St. Louis tonight. Could I ask you a question? Do you ever look at the transcripts of your speeches and interviews? Why do you repeat everything? Because you repeat a lot of stuff. You repeat. And that's what I want to talk to you about. I listened to your Axios interview. It could easily have been cut in half. Like half of it could be cut. I would say 50%. Why do you do that? I was wondering why. Why you repeat everything over and over again. If you stacked up everything you repeat and you lay the Empire State Building on its side beside it, you're still hiding at least half the Epstein files. I assume you do it to reinforce what you've said, to make people forget what they know and replace it with what you want us to think. Or maybe you do it because you just can't help it. Gosh, that's got to be annoying. Maybe that's why Melania insisted on a salary instead of hourly pay. The Axios interviewer suggested that this term wasn't going well for you, and you said, "Yes, it is. I have the best poll numbers. I have the best poll numbers." You know I like you, Donald, but no, you don't. No, you don't. It's in part because someone has convinced you that you have great instincts. I'll bet it was Putin. If it was Putin, it was a brilliant move. He sabotages us every day just by getting you to go with your instincts. The reflecting pool. First, your spidey sense told you to ignore the experts and let your pool guy do the work with a no-bid contract. Then something deep down in you told you to go with American flag blue paint. It was almost like an internal call of the tacky. And when the dark color of the pool made it heat up and grow algae rapidly, you put hydrogen peroxide in it because something in your gut told you to try to turn it into a brassy blonde from the 50s who keeps saying, va-va-va-voom. The reflecting pool is just a microcosm. Crypto, Iran, tariffs, RFK Jr. Has Putin had plastic surgery, by the way? He has bald cheeks now that he didn't used to have. I know you've noticed because you really pay attention to men's looks. It was clear that you were expecting Chinese President Xi to watch your Axios interview because you kept going on and on about how good looking and tall he is. If you laid the Empire State Building on its side next to President Xi, which one has laughed harder at you? Xi has probably had clothing salesmen that didn't lay it on as thick trying to flatter him or try as hard to measure his inseam. And I'll bet he's had hookers that threw the phrase tall and handsome at him fewer times. He's so good looking and powerful and smart, you said. And powerful and smart and good looking. Does something in your gut really tell you that you and Xi and Putin are going to divide up the world and control it? Have somebody take a look at that gut next time you're at Walter Reed.